Still waiting for a big smile out of you. You're up 2-0. What's the story? Are you not happy, or you're only half happy, or?
Still to be happy about.
You're up 2-0.
Job's not finished. Job finished? I don't think so.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Dreece Blazing Takes. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you here with me. I appreciate that. So without further ado, let's get right into it.
Yes, sir. Let's get right into this thing. Welcome to Rick's Blazing Takes. It's Rick Blaze coming to you live and direct. Give you the ins and outs of what's happening in SimWorld and how is we doing on a Wednesday. The drive is live. Let's talk about it. All right, first things first, I wanted to officially give my congratulations to the OGs, the originators, for winning the SimWorld Prep Championship. Fantastic game, guys. Fantastic win. Coach Dodge did a fantastic job this season with the guys. I'm not gonna get deep into the trees and the bushes. I know that the media's already done it. That's already been said. No need to beat a dead horse. But congratulations to the OGs. I also want to congratulate the Rocky Mountain Monsters. I don't think enough emphasis has been put on how they turned their season around to make it to the run to one. No one when the beginning of the season started towards the middle of the season thought Rocky Mountain had a shot to make it to go all the way to the run to one. So congratulations to Coach Robinson. I was up and down about him. I wasn't sure if he was going to even finish the season, I'll be honest with you. But not only did he finish the season, he finished the season strong. Congratulations to all the players who made it to the big dance. I know you didn't win it. I know it's disappointing. But let me just leave this caveat here. There were 29 other teams or 28 other teams who did not sniff it. You guys had that experience. To the seniors that's moving on to college, best of luck to you. To the underclassmen who are coming back, you have a really good thing going at Rocky Mountain. Hopefully you guys stay. All right. Now, this weekend, we got the Stars of Tomorrow, baby, who are playing this weekend, this Saturday. This is going to be a lot of fun. We got the best of SimWorld Prep from all divisions here playing under one roof. Some guys playing together for the first time. Some guys will be playing together for the last time on Saturday. And I'm so excited to be on the call for that one. And I want to talk about something, though. I want to talk about the two coaches. I think this is very interesting. The two coaches. Coach Dodge will be on one side coaching, and Coach Dreece for the Philadelphia Elite will be on the other side. And I want to talk about those two coaches because I believe, in my opinion, they're two completely different coaches with two completely different coaching styles. Now, they all have the same objective. Everybody wants to win. But typically with games like these all-star type games, typically it's a laid back, hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Oh, I'm a fan of yours. We're going to kind of go through the motions a little bit type games. I don't think that's what we're going to see Saturday. I really don't. I that's what I expect. I think that's what most of the basketball community expects. But I don't think that's what I'm going to see. First of all, Coach Dodge, who are the winning coach, the SimWorld Prep champ coach, Dodge, she has a very quiet demeanor of competitiveness about her. She doesn't say too much in the media. And she's very what's the word I could use? I want to use motherly, but I don't want to use motherly because I feel like that's a cop out word because she's a woman. So I wanted to use more of a word that doesn't have a particular sex tie to it. But she's very, I guess she's very motherly. Damn it. That's the only word. I didn't want to use motherly, but I'm going to use the motherly because this is only so many minutes on the show, and it's live, and I ain't doing it twice. She's very motherly in the sense that the players respects what she has to say, and they do their best to try to play hard for Coach Dodge, right? Kind of like if your mom asks you to do something, or if you go somewhere and you're representing your mom, you don't want to let your mom down. That's what I mean. So I don't want to make it, I don't want to take anything from her as a coach, but I'm saying from a perspective of whenever you're somewhere and your mom is in the audience, at your recital, at your basketball game, at the PTO meeting, at church, you don't want to let your mom down. You're going to put on your best foot forward. You're going to put out your best effort because you do not want to let mom down. You don't want mom to see you not be at your best, right? So I think that works for her as a coach in SimWorld Prep because these kids are very impressionable still, and they don't want to, quote unquote, for lack of a better word, let mom down, right? And so I think they're going to play hard for Coach Dodge because, first of all, she's a winning coach. She has a pedigree. And secondly, you don't want to let mom down. Sorry, Coach Dodge. I didn't mean to make it a female thing. I apologize. That's all I had. On the other side, I think you have a different type of coach. I think the coaches, the players on his team probably call him a players coach because you're on his team. I think if you're outside of the coach's Dreece's team, you probably not call him a players coach. You probably call him other adjectives, other adjectives for sure. But my point is, he only knows, in my opinion, he's going to have the guys on his squad doing suicides. They're doing 1v1s. They're doing hardcore practices for this quote-unquote all-star game. I think Coach Dreece is one of those guys, whereas he's just a hard-nosed basketball coach who has, who only knows how to go one way. And he's probably one of those coaches, either you love how he goes about his business or you don't. And he has the charisma. He also has the pedigree, and he knows basketball. So when he's talking as a player, you can't help but to listen, even if you don't want to listen. You know what he's saying is probably on the right side of things. So I think we have two competitive coaches with two very distinct styles, and I think it's going to I think overall it's going to make it to be a fun game. It's going to make it a competitive game, which is what we really want as fans, even us as media, right? We really want a competitive game. I think with Coach Dreece, I would say, even though it's an all-star game, I can say if you miss a couple of too many defensive assignments, your ass probably getting subbed out. I can see him being that guy. You miss a couple of defensive assignments. Yeah, I know it's an all-star game. Boy, come sit down next to me. On the other hand, Coach Dodge is like, it's an all-star game. Oh, you missed the assignment. You'll get him next time. No worries. It's an all-star game. You guys will go out there and have fun. I feel like that'll be the two different styles. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just feel like those are the two different styles for the two coaches. But I'm excited nevertheless. It's going to be a good time. I got to talk about a little bit about SimWorld U. I said it in the threads yesterday. I am super excited about the upcoming season, and I want to get into the weeds a little bit in another episode about the draft classes, or that's right, the incoming classes of freshmen to these universities. This is going to be huge. This is going to be fantastic. This is going to be must-see TV every time it comes on. So many schools, so many players, so many great games and great coaches. This is fantastic. Tell me, in this offseason, I want to talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's discuss in the chat. During this offseason, first of all, who you think is going to win the game this weekend? Stars of tomorrow. Who you think they're going to win and why? And secondly, what are you looking most forward to this offseason? What are you most looking forward to this offseason? Let's discuss in the chat. This is Rick Blaze. I'll see y'all next week.